Gen Z with their new ways. They got TikTok and they got vibrating butt plugs for chess.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you were listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes, once again. Or possibly for the first time.
Here we are. I don't know, have we ever done 2 weeks of early recording back-to-back, Cerny? I feel like it's quite of an achievement for us. We should celebrate these achievements.
Notch it up.
Look at that. Look at us. Look at us go. Look at us go. Well, should we just cut right to... We'll just get the bad news out of the way. That the Rams...
Sad fan this morning.
Sad
fan.
Cerny is a sad part of the Ramley is mourning another Niners loss.
Fucking A. And they
Dude,
look pathetic. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
They got their number. Something... What is it? Like, was it 7 or 8 wins in a row losses against the Niners?
In the regular season, yeah. Fuck. So... I mean, I was hearing about this last weekend, so it's all right. I just say we win when we count, when it counts most.
That's all that matters. But
it's on the line.
When it's on the line. Yeah, there was that playoff victory I believe the Rams had over the Niners, which is really, if you're going to buck the trend, a trend like losing a bunch of games against a rival team. To get to the Super
Bowl, that's the one.
That's the time to buck it. That is the time to buck it. Because at that point, at that game, must have been like 4 or 5 wins in a row against the Rams. Joe and Dana were just riding. Confidence.
And they had the lead.
Confidence was soaring.
They were rolling.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, fuck. My confidence was...
It was not good.
So, and then I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe the Rams could pull it off this week. Just buck trend altogether. Maybe it was the Leafs' turn.
Yeah.
But I had seen this before where the Rams win and the Niners look like shit.
And then
they come back.
Yeah. Well, we won't shove the knife in too deep. The wound, still fresh wounds over there. But I sent you this thing I came across on Reddit the other day. About
I can't
scandal.
Stop watching these videos.
They're so good. So, there was an exposed cheater at a professional sporting event. Is that
it's a walleye.
Should we call it a sporting event?
I know.
A fishing tournament.
A fishing tournament. So, when you sent me the thing, I read the title. Like cheating, and I was like, how the fuck can you cheat at fishing? Because I don't follow fishing at all. So
but
I have no idea.
It is on ESPN, and I think if you have one of those
sponsors,
it's a huge industry, outdoor industry, right? A lot of people fish, and
which I know. I knew it was something like that. I just don't. I can't watch it. Like I like what the.
It's a little.
I can't even do it. Just sit there and fish.
Even the thought of fishing is kind of excruciating. Like
unless there's like
so much downtime.
Unless there's like a 12er on the fucking boat where I can just
maybe
crush
that's
them and hang out. Maybe, but these guys, I don't think they are. They're going for it.
Yeah, they're in it to win it. I do think if you got yourself to whatever buzz you need to get to, however many beers or whatever that gets you to, and you're just kind of slinging this line in and out of the water, fucking around. I could see that, shooting the shit with your buddy. Okay, it's just it's another version of golf, or what other stuff you do with your friends. But so I guess that they to win a fishing tournament, I think you have a certain you get a limit out of 10 fish. And whoever has the heaviest 10 fish wins.
Was it 10 or was
or I don't
4?
know the number. I'm just making that shit up.
I think it was 4 or 5, whatever the.
And So this guy had caught.
So it was actually a team.
Oh, there's teams.
Yeah, so they paired up with a team. It was.
Oh, interesting.
I had their names, and it was a walleye tournament off Lake Erie.
Okay.
And God, what the fuck were these two guys' names?
They've got to be
Chase Kaminsky and something like Runyon or something like that.
Interesting. Now I'm gonna go. I know I gotta find it. Here we go. Yeah. So fishing thing, and I get I would assume that you got to catch a certain type of fish and
walleye.
Walleye. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Cerny. And so they weighed their fish in, and the video starts. Everyone's like kind of gathered around, and there's a couple fish, dead caught fish or whatever there, and this guy takes his knife, cuts open the belly of the fish, and pulls out like basically a golf ball, or even bigger than a golf ball.
12-ounce weights.
12-ounce weights that they had stuffed into the fish's stomach, I guess. And he just kept opening fish up and pulled out, like, there must have been 6 or 8 of these weights.
Yes. So I read the thing. So
I was digging into it. Is so fascinating. I needed to learn more about it.
I was like, what? And then so I saw there's another video like of the complete video where they're showing like weigh-ins and stuff. And it was like 16 pounds, the team, whatever, okay. 16 pounds, blah, 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 16 and whatever ounces. And these fucks come up there, it's like 33 pounds. And people are like, no way. There's no fucking way. You hear the crowd going, there's no fucking way. Look at the size of there's no way. And I was sitting there thinking the same thing. I was like, wow. When I saw all those weights come out, I was like, you're dealing with professional fishermen. You have a general idea of what, of what it should weigh, ballpark. And I think they said they added a total of 8 pounds.
Oh my God.
To the catch total.
So,
and I didn't understand because they were pulling out these weights, but they also remember they're pulling out the fillets, the walleye fillets.
Yeah, that was weird too. Why did they do that?
I was like, I couldn't figure out why they did that. And then I read this thing. They said they covered them so they would wrap the weights so they didn't cling in the belly when they would pull up the fish. I was like, man,
wow. Oh wow, But if you know that, okay, the X amount number of fish of this type are going to weigh between, 12 pounds and the winner we estimate to be 17 pounds. If you're going to cheat, you don't go fucking double what the max weight. You just come in, do 18 or something.
Too close to the sun on that one.
I know. The fucking balls. It's like me with my candies from last week with the M&Ms, and I'm literally walking around tossing them up. It just got too easy for them.
This is somebody that's been adding weight. Like, let's see how heavy we can get it.
How much can we push this? Like they hooked a fucking blue marlin or like a marlin and bring it in there.
Went deep sea fishing.
It's like, yeah. They're bagging huge fish.
And you can hear the crowd, like, they've been doing it for years. Get the fuck out of here. Like, the crowd turned. I mean, it was a mob. It was like the mob coming after Frankenstein. They were coming.
It was not.
Oh, my God.
And the guy, I mean, literally, the video is first person, and they're literally kind of filming the guy opening the fish right next to the fisherman who submitted that as his catch. And they just pan up to him, and he just has this, like, 1,000-yard fucking I'm so fucked stare. Like, they're like, you got anything to say?
Guy, I read the other guy, his teammate locked himself in the truck. He booked into the truck and locked himself in the truck because they were like telling him to get the fuck out of the truck.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, fuck. I mean, I don't know what. And so obviously the comments, and it was such a fascinating thing. It's kind of, I'll liken it to, when the Olympics happen, you get really invested in curling for like a little bit to read, to understand how the technique works a little bit. So it was kind of that mini spy rabbit hole about fishing.
Yeah, that was a rabbit hole. Because at the very first, I was like, how the hell can you cheat at fishing? Did you go to the store or something? I was thinking like, was he buying frozen ones or something weird? But then when I saw they weigh him, I was like, oh, okay. And then we got weights and fish. Get the fuck. He threw him out like an umpire. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
A few things. The crowd got really, I mean, people were pissed. Should we call the police? We need to file a police report. I'm like, listen, people, we're talking about fishing at the end of the day, right? This isn't a bank.
Yeah, but I think it was like everyone buys in, and then it's like, from what I gather, it's like they buy in and they share the pot, because it was like a $30,000 pot.
Okay, so if me and you were going to be on the fishing tournament, we would have to kick in entry fee of $10,000 or whatever, and then okay, gotcha. And I also read in the comments there that they had won that year already up around $300,000 in prize winnings,
and
a new boat,
and everything else.
The boat was supposed to be like 120 or 150K. It's like, damn, for that little thing.
And I think they get an extra prize for being team of the year.
Oh,
and all they had to do was place 10th, but they got a little too greedy.
Jeez, they put and you know when. Well, I mean, I'm assuming this. You know, if they have a Bass Pro Shop or a Cabela sponsorship, if there's probably certain performance incentives as well, like, oh, if you are number one, you get an extra $20,000 or whatever. And obviously, if you're at the top, you're going to have more sponsors, so it's good for business. But yeah, wow, just fucking stones to 30, pretty much double what the weight was.
Yeah, I know. When I was like, wow, when I was listening to the other ones, I was like, okay, and then like 33 or whatever. I remember going, wow, that is getting too greedy.
I wonder how, because there's cameras when they're doing these tournaments, or no? I guess no.
Maybe if ESPN's, maybe ESPN's not out at the walleye tourney in Lake Erie, so
probably not. They're not at every fishing tournament.
I think that week they were watching the world champion of cornhole.
Yeah, there was a cornhole
or darts or some shit.
Some fucking lawn darts, Jenga. Okay, I wonder. This is purely guessing. I'm just theorizing this. I wonder if maybe they do this to a lot of fish, and they were trying to quickly submit their order, and maybe they misgrabbed a couple of one. Maybe if they catch 20 fish, they weigh down 10, and they just miscalculated and overgrabbed. And instead of grabbing none. I don't know, but it's purely speculation. So I have no idea what's going on in the fishing world.
I don't know what they were. I mean, and then obviously, well, I think they were arrested. Actually, I think they were actually arrested.
Really? I guess.
Let me see.
Is that fraud then? Like what charges would they bring on them? I could see, yes, they should have some discipline put on them for, losing that money. But again, it's not like. I guess if you were cheating at a casino, they would probably have you arrested. So I could see that.
Yeah,
I just talked myself into it.
Matthew. Is it Matthew Kaminsky? Hold on, I gotta try. Jake Runyon and Chase Kaminsky weighed 5 fish at 33 pounds.
Damn. So each fish should weigh like 2.5 pounds, and they're dropping 6-pounders in there.
Well, I think it was like the head guy, the guy who cut him out and tossed him out like Joe West.
Yeah,
he was saying like, well, I've been fishing on this, for a long time, and they should be left for about 4 or 5 pounds, and they're pulling up 8-pounders or something like that.
Wow. Brown walleye around these parts never get above 5 or 6 pounds. There ain't the ecosystem for it. That's probably what he said.
Yeah, the red deck engineering guy got him.
Man, these guys are going to be. Can't wait to hear a follow up. Stay tuned for the Chip and Cern follow up. Whenever we get a follow up from the news, we're not going to do any work ourselves, but we'll make sure to bring it to the people.
I think I read that they were actually arrested because it's like $300,000. Now we're entering like
the felony situation.
Yeah, felony
grand
theft,
larceny.
Grand larceny. Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, wow.
Also in odd cheating news, the chess jet Magnus or whatever hell he lost that 19-year-old, and he accused him of cheating, and I was like, okay, now because now it's. Those algorithms, you start searching up, sports cheating and it's coming.
Oh,
actually, but I actually saw it earlier. I just was like, okay, but now I was like, well, now I'm digging.
Now you need to know.
because it was like the guy was cheating. He accused him. I don't think they've done anything yet, but he accused him of cheating with a dildo in his ass.
Yes, I heard some sort of vibrating. Either anal beads or some vibrating like butt plug situation. So,
and it was like somebody off whatever had like a simulator going on and was like buzzing for the, which I was like, still be like, do you like touch the pieces until like buzzes? You know, then
you're like, you're just like moving your hand over. You're like, oh, okay, rook. Oh, fuck, I'm about rook 4. Okay, moved 4. That would be my guess. It's something about all the simulators that they have, they just basically plug in the opponent's moves, and then they tell them they would somehow relay the best move set to go against. That would be my guess.
That's totally different than putting weights and fish. You are dedicated.
Yes.
To that W. You are dedicated to the W for doing something like that.
Yeah, I wonder. And then didn't the next match after the kid quit after one turn?
I can't remember.
I feel like I don't know
that one. I was just fascinated with
because all of it came out. But yeah, I don't know the butt plug situation.
That one, I was like, wow, that is. Whew.
It would have to be some sort of. It's obviously some pulsing code system, right?
Like, maybe they like quadrant the board, you know, and it's like 2 buzzes for left quadrant, you know, whatever the fuck, you know.
Maybe the anal beads had 4 beads on them, and then whatever. If we're doing the same quadrant theory, then I don't know if the rectum is this finite sensitive, but you buzz the top bead if it's the, you know, what's the one that can go diagonal? Bishop. Yeah. If it's the bishop, you know, they have, so maybe it's that kind of thing.
The queen can do that too. Just
that's true.
Maybe that's the
whole thing's just shaking. But I mean, yeah, that's so this is the 19-year-old was doing the butt plug cheating.
Yeah. Magnus.
Dude, there's Gen Z with their new ways. They got TikTok and they got vibrating butt plugs for chess.
That is it's a new world, everybody.
It's some people aren't ready for it, some people are.
That's coming.
But yeah, the whole chess, there was that one show on Netflix,
Queen's Gambit or something
yes, like that? There you go. Cerny, great poll. Thank you, sir. I'm glad I can continue to rely on you. You know, everyone sort of got in the big same thing with when the fucking Tiger King came out, right? Everyone's into tigers all of a sudden, and same thing. Yeah. Queen's Gambit came out. Everyone's a chess expert for like 2 weeks. But you know, all this people playing online chess and some more documentaries about it and everything.
See, I used to play chess with my dad when I was younger. He had like the Bobby Fischer book and stuff like that. My dad was a pretty good chess player.
Yeah, I could see that. Not surprising in the least.
No.
Yeah, very unsurprising.
He used to tell you all the strategies. You know, control the middle, attack the wings. You know, that was
see, I don't know any of that. I did know that there was a couple plays, essentially, like, oh, if you can get 6 moves this way, you'll get them in a certain thing. But I never learned enough to like.
If you get the pawns, which is the front row, and the back row, they can turn it to any piece you want, which is usually the queen. So you can have like multiple queens if you can get it back there.
Oh, okay.
But I remember. So then, my wife, her uncle, who's insane.
Okay. At chess or just certified?
He's just insane. He's a nice guy, but he's insane. This is a guy who came over, and we have a garden in the back, and he asked me what lights I use to grow the garden, and I was perplexed by the question. I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What lights do you use?" I was like, "The orange disc in the sky,
giant glowing gas ball."
So that's how he is. Apparently he was a welder. He's fantastic. Like he can weld whatever.
Oh yeah, nice.
But he's out there. I think he was in Vietnam, so I think he has some lasting.
From Agent Orange or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. So he was telling me, "Oh, you want to play chess?" And I was like, "This crazy guy."
Sure. Probably worked you.
Oh, just whooped the shit out of me. I mean, it was even close. It was a slaughter.
Dude, that's the thing, and it's like, you know, they're like, oh, all the good players, you're thinking 3 moves ahead or whatever moves ahead, right? I'm like, I'm trying to still like remember what the rules are.
I'll play it for today.
Yeah, I live in the present, so you can think as far ahead as you want, but I'm still trying to remember that the castle can go only up and down and side to side.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Like my dad used to do, where he would plan it out before he moved a piece. This is how we're gonna. This is what he's gonna do, and then he would basically bait you. Like he'll hang pieces out there and bait you into taking, open stuff up. That's how that works. But
mercy. That's I don't think I can get back into chess. Or not that I was into it, but it's just I've given up on that and crosswords. I've downloaded the New York Times crossword app because I felt like it would be a very studious thing to throw out there in a conversation, or for people when you're, this guy, he's got a little crossword puzzle for himself. Must be bright.
Must be upstairs.
He must be a real good thinker. He's a crossword player.
I tried crosswords, and then I went to Wordle, and then
I fell off to Wordle. But Wordle's a good one. My wife plays it every morning, and I always look and I try to help, but I'm of no help. I had to tap out today on like the second or third line. I'm like, I'm just not good. My mind doesn't operate very well with those letters.
Oh, these words
Just can't handle the words. The crossword does have a certain way of like, once you have to kind of get how what they're looking for. Yeah. They're just positioned a certain way. It's like a fucking SAT
test. It's a theme you can kind of get, and once you get a couple words, you can start to back your way into a few words.
Yeah. So, but I do enjoy Sudoku.
Is that the number one?
Yeah, it's the big grid. It's I think it's 9x9, and has 1
through 9.
Yes,
and you can't repeat on a line. Can't repeat a number on a line.
Yeah, so you have to get the
or
grid
in a box.
And then the line. Yeah. So I have a Sudoku app, and that's one of my go-tos on the plane for kind of when you're taking off, because it's easy. You can just do it. So, do you do any of these things? Do you do Wordle?
No, I mean I've done it.
You've partaken.
I'm not really religious with that, and if it crosses my mind, but usually I do like puzzle ones, like the blocks or something of that nature. Where they give you 3 blocks and you gotta, you just gotta place them and keep it going and then.
Oh man, those ones. Those are good. There's one called 2042, I think it's called. I'll send it to you. It's a math and it's a block situation as well.
Okay.
So it might be more up your alley.
Maybe.
But if you have any good puzzle games for your iPhone, send us an email.
Chip and Stern Show, gmail.com.
Also send us an email if you have a butt plug that vibrates and you use it to cheat.
Yeah, I would like to know the algorithm on that one. Like, where does it go? Does it go,
Yeah, we need a breakdown.
Do you have a coding system?
We need a John Boy breakdown on the butt plug.
Oh man, that would be great.
That would be good.
Replay the tape. Like, see where he clenches his brow twice here? That's 2 buzzes. Look at this person in the back saying, "No fucking way!"
He just has a hard on the whole chess match.
Oh man.
I think remember back in the day, as that's being said in high school, when the TI-83 calculators came out that we had to get. The only sort of cheating that you could do was you could sort of log the algorithms, not algorithms, the formulas basically of whatever algebra shit you needed,
or geometry, whatever you're using.
Yeah, but I never really. It's just it was a lot of work to get it into there.
Yeah, we were too lazy to cheat because
we're too lazy.
I gotta download all of those fucking things. No, I'm not doing that.
I was downloading from my calculator.
I'll take my D like a champ.
Yeah, I'll take my barely passing grade like I deserve. But getting the Tetris simulator as well as the Pac-Man simulator.
I remember that one where you're like an armadillo and you would fall and the bricks would go up. Yeah, we used to do that.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then there was some rumor that if you had the formulas on there or before the test, certain teachers would go around with a paperclip and reset everybody's calculator.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Did that ever happen to you?
We were in the same class.
Yeah.
So I don't remember that. And then I had Mr. Grady before and after that.
He wouldn't even. He doesn't believe in calculators, probably, as I would imagine.
I'm sure he pulled out the abacus.
It's like, see, if you have 4 corn kernels and you add 5, you have 9 corn kernels. So we're just going to use corn kernels for all of our mathematics.
And that's a quarter of a cob.
Yeah. That's how I did it when I was a kid. Fucking 1919.
Yeah. Oh, man.
He's probably left this earth.
I was thinking about that. I was like, God, is he still alive? Remember he said he started teaching when, remember he said like Kennedy was shot or some shit like that? And I was like, what?
Wow.
Are you serious? But it was the crazy part was, remember he had a son, but that was
his son was
younger than us. He was like my brother's age.
Yeah, that part I remember it like weirding me out so much I couldn't pursue it anymore. Like I couldn't think about it because it was like, why is this old man?
Is this like one of those Jack Nicholson scenarios where it's like it's his dad, but it's actually his grandpa because he had some other son that went or something kind of weird like that. I was like,
or like a Mick Jagger situation where Mick Jagger's it's like 77, he has 18 kids and a 6-month-old or something.
Yeah.
So.
But
I never.
He's not as cool as Mick Jagger, so I'm going to dismiss that one.
No, yeah, good point, Cerny. Very, very valid point. But yeah, I didn't have. Do you remember any big cheating scandals happen during high school?
No,
I don't.
Because it's I think I'm sure
there's always going to be the what's on your paper over there, or like
the looky loos or whatever, but. As far as I think the internet was still fairly new,
relatively in its infancy.
Yeah, so to get there, and it wasn't maybe not so much that it wasn't there, but it wasn't in our realm because it's not. We didn't start with it, so it wasn't like on the radar yet.
To get,
we were mostly trying to just break the firewall.
You're trying to just basically look at porn and titties. That's what we were trying to do. But to find how to cheat or how to configure your calculator, we would have had to go to some crazy borderline dark web forum that was just about some bunch of nerds about TI-83 plus calculators.
And writing code that we couldn't understand.
But today, it would be like, let me just send Cerny a TikTok video on how to do it, and everyone can do it the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's how it's way more readily accessible.
In fact, remember, I don't even know if Google was around yet. It was Ask Jeeves. Remember that? That was
the big one.
That was the big one.
Or Yahoo search.
Yeah. on the Macs. We started out with the Macs, and then we went to Dell's halfway through.
Yeah, some gateway. We had the cow ones.
Yeah, that's right, the cow.
Yeah, but there's there's been some significant cheating scandals throughout baseball, obviously.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So and it's funny. I was debating. Well, this guy at work, he was talking about. He's a Mariners fan. He lives in Seattle. He's cool.
Oh, by the way, we got to give. I am pulling for the Mariners.
Me too. That's
America's team.
Giants are out, so I'm going with the Mariners. Let's go.
Yeah, and Braves, obviously.
So at least anybody to beat the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So he was talking about. He's like, why? So he's really a football fan. He watches baseball, but he's not as invested as you or I would be. Okay. So he's like, why do they keep cutting away from the football games to watch Aaron Judge hit his 62nd home run?
Okay.
And I was like, it says the home run record. And I said, okay, so that's a sticky subject. I said, from my standpoint, it's 73. And I said, you have Sammy Sosa, you have Mark McGwire, and Barry Bonds. And he goes, oh, okay. He said, oh, it's because it's these, saying it's cheating. I said, yeah. That's what they say. Even though if you look at, and I was talking about baseball in general, I said, if you ever played baseball, he's like, yeah. It's like, they tell you to cheat from when you fucking lace up the T-ball with cleats. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. You got to get any advantage you can. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. I said those are, and I quote those from all my coaches from when I was 6 to 18.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, I said, so when you see these like the Astros and stuff, I said, you're not surprised because there's a lot of downtime in baseball, a lot of time to cheat.
And that's why, for the most part, the other teams aren't making a huge stink about, because if the Astros were the only team cheating like that, everyone else would have been like, what the fuck? Everyone would have been really pissed. Everyone's like, that's not good.
Yeah,
like, shut it down. We can't do the trash can thing anymore.
I mean, didn't the Red Sox got busted first with the Apple Watch? Remember, they got the Apple Watch once, twice.
Yeah,
Yankees I think got it too. I said it's been around. I said it was just a new way of cheating.
And then before the technology cheating or the sign stealing's always been a fucking thing.
They said they used to have guys with binoculars out in the
and that's why catchers
hold, 1 foot up, 2 feet up, whatever the thing. Yeah, I said that's been around. I said, listen, baseball. They say for the integrity of the game. I said baseball's been dirty since day one. I said these have grease balls. I said first off, you can't sit there and I said the problem I always have is when they tote Ty Cobb as like the greatest hitter. Oh, he's one of the best. It's like, first off, he's one of the dirtiest motherfuckers in the face of the earth, biggest racist ever. Mr. Georgia Peach. I said, and he played Mountain Kenshaw Atlantis banned black people. So I said, you're going to sit there and tout records, but then at a time when people of color couldn't even play, get out of here. And
they're arguably some of the best players that were out there as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at what was that catcher? Josh Gibson, the catcher. He had like a brain. I think he had like a brain tumor or something weird. But he was supposed to be one of the best catchers, the Black Babe Ruth, I think they called him. I said, there's if you look at all these players, it's been around. I said, so when you hear these sports writers talk about they're full of shit. Keeping the game clean, I said, it's never been clean and it never will be clean. I said, it's always been dirty. Always will be, because you have a lot of time to stand around and think.
And it was before this technology, it was the PED era, and then before that it was fucking greenies that you're taking uppers, and then that is fucking you're on acid throwing a no hitter
or the players used to put the grease on a ball like the pitchers,
or a spitball.
Yeah, or they would sharpen their spikes into legitimate knives to spike somebody. And I said, it's just
part of
anyway. It's part of the game. If you love the game, you understand it. Yeah, you have to correct it once it comes out, but to sit there,
but it's just going to change, just like the super tacky spider tack shit.
Yeah,
that was just another thing. To continue the sports theme, we did have in the James. Your brother's Dolphins won. The pressure of the undefeated season got to them, and they crumbled.
Yes, they crumbled. And Tua is...
and the quarterback also... his brain's it's a loose scramble right now. What do you think is going to happen with the NFL? So we'll give you the quick TLDR. This is just from me reading. Cerny probably actually watched this stuff happen. But
hold on, what's TLDR? You gotta.
Oh, too long. Too long. We'll give you the crib notes of it.
Okay. Sorry.
TLDR. Too long. Didn't read.
I'm terrible when I get those messages. I'm always like,
you got to Google it real quick or Yahoo search. Look it up in my TI 83 Plus. So 2 weekends ago, the Miami Dolphins quarterback, number 2 draft pick a couple years ago, got
he's actually down lower. But James's hatred for Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert because they were taking
that's right. Okay, I knew there was something there. He got a hard hit And he fell over like as he was trying to stand up. I didn't see it. What did you see? This whole clip, the first hit. Did he get cracked pretty hard?
He got ripped down and hit the back of his head on the turf.
On the turf,
and he stood up and like did like this. Like he shook his head, and then he started walking and did like the whoa, like the Bambi walk, and then fell down. They're like, oh shit. Like, okay, I saw that. They were playing the Bills that week. So I saw that, and I was like,
did they take him out of the game?
Temporarily. They took him out of the game, said, hey, he's done. I was like, okay. Yeah. And even on the NFL memes, it's like he left the game with obvious concussion.
Yeah.
And then I saw he was back. He threw like a TD, and I was like, what the fuck? So I texted my brother, and he's like, oh, they said it's a back. And I was like, okay.
Your back doesn't make you like pass out, crumble like a fucking wet sack.
I was like, oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of weird. But they were all like, everyone was like, back. You know, he was shaking his head. I mean, he had like it was like he took 1, 2, and it was like you know.
Yeah, his
like,
bell was wrong.
Yeah.
And then,
but he finished the game, and they actually won. And they said they got like a third-party opinion, and the guy cleared him.
Interesting.
That's why there's all those memes coming out that the third-party doctor, and it's the coach that just got fired from Miami, Brian Flores. He's in a doctor suit and has his face over it.
That's pretty good. And then cut to this past weekend, he gets sacked and gets hit really hard, and he is fucked up on the ground. I've heard the clip is really bad. I haven't watched it. Like, I almost don't want to watch it now, but I saw the picture, and his fingers are all like fucking ET and shit. Like, he's jacked up.
Stiff. He just like went like a dead body kind of thing. It was weird. It was like he got hit and rolled over, and then had like this weird like hand. Like, they just like were frozen, and I was like, holy shit. And at first, because I wasn't.
Was it a big hit though? Again, or just kind of?
Yeah. Because another one of those where he got ripped down and hit the back of his head again.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't watching it too much because it was a Dolphin, so I was like, it was kind of
yawn.
And I think we were watching my brother's.
Oh yes,
son. So I was a little tired because it's been a while since there's been a 1-year-old in the house, and a 1-year-old that's in a strange house. That's not exactly
so you're
baby
falling
proof.
around the whole time.
Yeah, because it's not exactly we don't have the bulletproof anything anymore.
You've removed the baby proofing half a decade ago.
All the plugs are exposed. You know, everything's good.
It was ripe for her getting hurt.
Yeah. So I wasn't watching too much, but I kind of like looked over and was like, oh, he fucking broke his finger. Like, because his hands were all weird. They were just like this weird. And I was like, oh man, he must have broke his finger or something. He's all fucked up. And it's kind of funny because James at first was texting us at the beginning of the game, Joe and I, 72-22 or 72-22, like that shit. And then we went from Dolphins season is over.
Oh,
because he thought he was done. He thought it's because he's like, I don't know what's going on, but he's done. Took him to the hospital. Like, they took him to the hospital and stuff. If he has concussion, right? You know, okay, duh. And then it was like he's released from the hospital. He's doing okay. We're back. You know, like
oh, Jesus. Yeah, I saw he's going to fly home with the team or something.
Yeah, he's going to fly home with the team. It was like, and of course, you know, like the memes are like, to a release from hospitals, expecting to make the fourth quarter. You know, some kind of shit like that.
Well, they fired that doctor that approved him. Basically, I already saw that happen, but. I don't know. The NFL has got to do something different. Yeah, no, because this shit is bad for business.
I'm not going to blame the head coach too much because he's a rookie head coach. He's been coaching for a while, but he's a rookie head coach. So I think he relied on.
You got to trust the experts you have in place to advise you.
Hey, he's good to go. And okay, he's good to go, you know.
Yeah, and then when you talk to these guys, they're all killers, right? So they're not going to be like, oh, I don't know, coach, I'm feeling a little lightheaded still. They're just going to be like, yeah, let me fucking go.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, I'm not going to blame him too much. I know he's taking
he's taking a beating.
There's this video of an orca killing a dolphin.
Oh,
like,
shit.
It was like an orca like killing a dolphin. Like, but Mike McDaniels is expected to start him on Sunday still, you know. But so I'm not going to blame him too heavily because I think it's just maybe a rookie mistake, and he went with it. Because I remember I saw the press. He's like, I'm not going to put somebody's health over a win. That's not, you know. Yeah. I'm like, I'll believe him, even though he's an ex-Niner coach. I'll give him a pass.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I hope this guy's okay, but the NFL
I don't think
has
he's
got
going
to do something.
I don't think he's not ruled out this next weekend, but he's not. I don't think he's going to play. They're playing the Jets, so
I feel like you got to give him one game because you bring him back and that happens again. I don't know what. Just cancel the team. I don't know what he'd do. Fold up the season. There's no way. So, we're still pulling. Go Braves. Go Mariners.
Mariners, yeah,
for the MLB playoffs, and then obviously horns up.
Always up.
Hashtag Ramley. Hashtag Go Hawks as well. I'm going to jump over to the Hawks.
Niners down. Niners down always.
Yeah, fuck the Niners as always, but fuck the Dodgers as well. But yeah, that's it for this week, people. We'll see you next week, like usual.
Yes,
Until
sir.
next time, I'm Chip.
I'm CERN.
Cheers.